My goodness, chronic fan,
Let me
Bears
teach you how to
fans.
vibe.
Hey, listen, I want to take this time. Y'all ran for like 300 yards
Let me teach you how to vibe.
on the Eagles today. Really got the Eagles in disarray. A.J. Brown got back on the horse, but the Bears running game up front proved to be too much. And the mayor of Murfreesboro, Kevin Byard, Tennessee Titan legend, with another interception today. It's crazy to watch KB still ball. Wish he was still in Nashville. Another one of our legends let go too soon. And don't get me started on what we traded Kevin Byard for and what it has turned into. I'm pretty sure y'all seen my pieces on that. If y'all want me to go back down that road, I will. I don't want to. I tell you, the one thing about the Bears, the Patriots, is a couple teams that give me hope as a Titans fan, that those teams was looked at the same way we was looked at this year. They was looked at last year. People thought Caleb Williams was a bust. Everybody said that they should have took Jaden Daniels because Jaden Daniels made the run. They should have took Drake May. Should have did all these different things. And they went back to the well, got a coach, continued the draft from the trade back with the Panthers. And when you look at what all they got from that trade, drafting Luther Burden this year off of that trade, and also getting Colston Loveland, tight end. Like, they really stacked their team up, and they brought in an offensive coach, which the Tennessee Titans should not be scared to do because the last one failed. But one thing about Ben Johnson is they run the football. Kyle Monangai, a late round draft pick with Swift, and those twin tight ends between Kmet and Loveland, letting those young receivers get in and work more. Adunza and Luther Burden, like they definitely have a young core that they could build with. Those defensive backs came back and was playing blanket ball a good bit of the game, really frustrating the Eagles offense that struggled all year. So the Patriots and the Bears give us hope that teams that were in the same position that we were in last year, with the Patriots taking Drake May and Joe Milton that they traded to the Cowboys, didn't win any games last year. Fire a coach, hire a coach, get a good staff in, have a good draft and a good free agent signing period. And those two teams went from worst to first in their division in just 1 year. So it gives the Titans hope that if they hire the right coach, have a good draft and offseason, which they're set up to do, that they can flip it next year. I don't expect to do what y'all are doing, but anywhere half of that I'd be happy with. Yeah, Bob, for sure. Bear down. Y'all definitely doing y'all thing. But I mean, I kind of called it like preseason. I said like the Bears will be better. They'll contend in their division. I don't know if they'll win it. And the way they're playing this physical football, they're running the football and they're stopping the run and letting Caleb Williams play to his strong suit, which is, letting him come off the boot, making throws on the run. That's kind of his skill set, as a coach playing to the skill set of his quarterback. So happy for the Bears fans, Patriots fans, teams that were at the bottom that made the flip with a solid coaching hire. And y'all know I stirred the pot with the John Gruden post today, and we get so many people commenting. I'll say this: when I make posts, I know I post pictures for a reason, just like I do thumbnails for a reason on YouTube and on my streams. People look at the pictures and don't read any of the context, don't read any of the caption. They don't capture what you're truly trying to say in plain English. And just because they see that picture of John Gruden with Cam Ward, they instantly assume that I'm saying the Titans should hire John Gruden because he got a media pack from them. And then they didn't read the caption where I said Bill Callahan and Brian Callahan
Let me
coached
teach you
on the
how to
Raiders
vibe.
against the Titans 0-2 AFC Championship. Everybody knows Gruden's history with the Raiders as well. Titans played Tampa Bay in the preseason. Gruden was there. Cam Ward was there, along with the Callahans. It's a lot of history between all the people on both sides. Of course, he's in the media. They sent him a pack. He opened it on Thanksgiving Day, throwing a bone, a good PR move for the Tennessee Titans, just showing that, you know, it still should be a destination for a coach or a player to go to the Tennessee Titans. I wasn't saying we're going to hire him. The amount of people that say that they absolutely wouldn't hire him, I understand some people reasoning why. All the comments, it's just funny to see because they're like, bro, I literally say in the post, I'm not saying that I think he's a candidate. Actually, I don't think he's a candidate, but I'm saying somebody showing some good PR after all the lies about Amy blocking the Patriots on a trade because she was mad about Mike Vrabel, which was complete false. And it was proven out to be that some notable reporters lied for clicks, that people eat it up. So it's some good press and good promo for the Tennessee Titans as they're on a coaching search. And you should shake every bush. You should flip over every table on this coaching search. And just because Brian Callahan didn't work, the young, hot offensive coach, don't mean they shouldn't go right back to the well and hire a young, hot offensive coach. Just don't let him bring a first-time coordinator at every major position, special teams, offense, and defense. Get some veteran guys in there with them. That's what they have to do. Any team can find the right coach. You just got to be patient and just be logical. Yeah, Kyle Monangai, Rutgers University. So Amazing likes to say the birthplace of college football. But that's funny that, you know, if y'all haven't got a chance to check out my YouTube, I always clip out like the best parts from the shop talks and put them up and then make the post on Facebook, the picture versions, and just let people kind of go in the comments. It's quite funny. I did have somebody like say something bad about my family in one of the comments. That's like to the Green Bay Packers post. But it's like, man, I don't even go back and forth with people like that. If you can't win a football debate or conversation, or you can't make any points, I'll simply just block you if you get to saying something about families and sexual innuendos and things like that. I'll just get you out of here. Because I don't mind somebody who disagree. Actually, people think that when people disagree, that somebody is upset or mad. No, Hendrix, people do not read anymore. They think people get mad. I actually like when people disagree because I like to see other people's perspectives. Maybe I can learn something. You know, just like a guy today said he thought that my mock draft was horrible. And I was like, well, okay, well, tell me why you don't like my mock draft. And he's like, just going in. I say, okay, cool. I was like, now, I could go back and forth, but I say, hey, man, just come by the stream so we can rap. Because I don't be wanting people to just get into their mode of being so defensive. I'm not here to argue with you in the comments. I'm here to have a football conversation, and iron sharpens iron. But I do know one thing, that if somebody thinks that Nick Harbor and Chris Brazil are going to be third round picks, I mean, day 3 picks, like they're going to be 6'5" and they're going to run 4.2 at the combine. I don't think they're going to fall that far. But I like to see people's different, you know, viewpoints on sports, and because I think that's what sports is all about. It's conversation drivers of people having good conversations about sports. Because at the end of the day, nobody knows, nobody's right, nobody's wrong, all the time. Now, some people are completely oblivious when it comes to sports, and some are not. I don't think the Titans want John Gruden. I think if you go back and watch what he was doing, was like they were hanging out in camp when Tampa Bay played the Titans, and that's something that they probably could have sent him months ago when the season started, that he just now got around to opening up, because it kind of would have been disingenuous if he would have opened that pack while, like, cause here's the extra kicker. Brian Callahan and Bill Callahan got fired after the Titans lost to the Raiders. So in this short period of time, John Gruden comes and meets Cam Ward. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers, who Gruden won with, is doing preseason and doing camp with the Titans. So you got Bill Callahan, Brian Callahan, John Gruden, have a lot of people down there. The Jarvis Brownlee Jr. incident happens down there, right? Getting into it with the fan. And then in that short period of time in that first month, Brian Callahan's on the hot seat and he gets fired after the Raiders game. It would have been bad for John Gruden to have posted that video when every single week they're talking about firing Callahan because they stripped him of play calling duties the 2 weeks before they fired him. So after the Raiders game, he gets fired. Anytime within the next month would have been a bad time for John Gruden to post that video, because it would have seemed like, man, did this guy tamper? Did he have something to do with, because then he definitely couldn't be a coaching candidate. I don't think he's a coaching candidate. I think if they wanted to hire him, Roger Goodell was just in Nashville talking about the Super Bowl in the new stadium. That's something that could be done behind closed doors, but I don't think that John Gruden is on the coaching search for the Titans. But I do respect if they did have a conversation with him, and even if they didn't hire him, have him as a consultant or somebody to talk to about football and the state of the culture, because he does have the football energy. He has nothing to prove. A lot of people think he has something to prove. He doesn't. He's got a Super Bowl ring and is in the media making money. So I don't think he necessarily has anything to prove other than his own ego, maybe saying, do I still got it? But we all know how those things work more often than not. But I do like the good PR, and this does help the Tennessee Titans coaching search, that people are even talking about the Tennessee Titans and a successful coach in the same conversation after what we've been through.